What is going on, everyone? So AMC, we are going up today, $57 right now when I am filming this. And open market, we were below 55 for pretty much the first hour or so. Weren't able to, actually we broke out it slightly, but we couldn't maintain that position. And then now we did it one more time. Guess what? Finally confirmation, spikes up to 58 plus, and now we're chilling at $57. Now there's an article that this person wrote. I saw it on Twitter. I'm gonna share it with you guys in just a second. Basically, it's connecting it with AMC, and if everything is accurate, all that information is correct, then guess what? It's going to be very, very good for AMC. But until then, we'll have to wait and see. But just remember, before I continue, this video is my own opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. Be sure to do research before making any investments. But right now, let's look at the current price, because at the end of this week, there is a lot of option contracts that need to hit a certain strike price, or else they are not going to be good for those people. And what is majority of that? Well, the first price is at the $70 price points. And why it's 70? Because you can see just much more people are in that price point. And then the next level is 73. Now after that, obviously there's higher prices, but those are the main ones, at least on this weekend expiring, that a lot of people currently have. So we need to see that go increase into those ranges, or else a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money, right? Now, is it going to happen? We don't know yet, but well, that's essentially the reason, right? Because if people think the price is going to hit at a certain level, for instance, 70 or 73 or 80, etc., 100, then essentially they'll get the option, the call, and the next thing you know it, if it hits, they are in the money. Boom, they're making money off of that. Now, if they don't, it can expire worthless, and there's a much more complicated videos you can watch regarding options and all that. But basically, short term, at least this week, I would love to see AMC go up to the 70 plus 3 ranges, which at current price points at like a less than a 30% gain. So that's not too crazy, but it's still like I'd say a decent percent that it has to come up. So we definitely have to give it some time before we can see that actually happening. So now in the short term, I'm not going to worry too much about this price volatility and it going up and down, but let's go straight to this article I want to show you guys, because this is the big thing right now. Is this accurate regarding AMC's connection? We don't know yet, but you guys can see the information, and there's also other content creators I've seen that made their own videos regarding this, so you can go ahead and research it for yourself if you want to do more deep diving. But let's just check out this article by Frank, and pretty much it says here, Feds hunts for $720 billion from reserve repo. Now, if you don't know what these terms are, don't worry. This article explains everything. But basically, check this out. All right. So essentially, they're saying the feds are cutting off what could be the last lifeline institutions have for borrowing money. AKA, they're looking for $720 billion from a reverse repo, according to this article. Now, this is what they explain is. Essentially, they say is a reverse repo is where the feds loan out money to institutions such as hedge funds due to cash flow issues. Now, looking at the current situations, looking at just last year, in terms of cash flow issues, it doesn't really make sense for the big boys, the big institutions, hedge funds to have any issues unless they're doing stuff that they shouldn't have, right? And maybe if there's other reasons, feel free to comment below. But basically, they say that the reason an institution would borrow money from the feds is because they don't have other cash reserves. So aka when hedge funds borrow money from the feds, it usually means it's a last resort type of situation. Now, connecting this with AMC, because you're probably wondering like, what does this have to do with AMC? Well, they state here is that the feds need their money back, and he's stating it literally they need this now, right? So this could explain all the sell-offs in the markets, and this seems like institutions have liquidated a lot of their positions in both the stock and crypto in order to pay back the feds. Now, again, this is all assuming that this is connected with AMC, so we'll get into that now. But here they say if hedge funds and institutions don't have enough capital left in their margin accounts, then they're going to get into some real deep trouble, aka that's not good. So pretty much, they state here, short sellers, the nightmares have truly become a reality, and then he has margin calls. Baby, let's go. So let's dive in and check this out. So here is just the charts. This is June 9th, and within 15 days, and you can see the 720, and this seems like it's in millions, so technically 720 bill right there, and pretty much that is where they got that number, aka up here. Now, continuing, let's see here. They're collecting 720 bill, and then pretty much is that the maturity or expiration date is essentially net 15 from the issue date of Wednesday, which June 9th, technically, if you're watching this already, it's a few days past. So technically, that's 15 days from this date, June 24th. That means that they actually have pretty much institutions that borrowed all this money, they have to pay it back, assumingly June 24th, assuming all this information adds up correctly. Now, technically, that's 10 days, I think, from when I'm recording this right now, which is, yes, 10 days exactly. Watching this in the future could be less. And let's just hope this information adds up, and two, this connects with AMC. Now, here is another thing they state is this could explain why the stock market as well as crypto have tanked. The institution needs cash, and then basically the hedge funds need to liquidate their accounts in order to pay back the feds, right? Because you don't want to not pay them back. And then pretty much here, let's go ahead and let's just read this. So hedge funds, are they actually able to pay back the feds, right? So they state here that they borrow the money from the risk repos, betting that they're going to take the money from it before they pay back the feds, so, or going to make money, right? Now, fortunately for this, might not be the case, and pretty much for AMC and GameStop, right? And any meme stock that companies have been shorting, they haven't been doing too well because the community, the apes, Wall Street Bets, whoever it is, they've been pretty much doing the complete opposite that these hedge funds, institutions were not even predicting could have ever happened. And essentially, they are paying it back at a loss, right? And especially if you're a short seller, that's even worse, right? And technically, one, you have the interest, right? But also they pay short sellers a borrow fee interest all year to borrow the stock, right? So they're getting destroyed right now, pretty much, is what you could think of. And again, if you've seen the articles, I've been posting my other videos, how much hedge funds have lost billions, literally billions, just because of meme stocks, shorts, and then other reasons too. Now here, you can see basically 2020, not too good. But technically at this price point, 8 to 14, it's supposedly this person stating that that was probably a smarter time for them to get out of them. But technically right now, AMC is not. Clearly, it's right here. It's at 58. Let me refresh the page really quick because it's not logged in. But basically, it's at 58 right now. So we are up significantly from the original prices earlier. So here, these are the key points which you pretty much could see. And basically, if this is the case, this person states that it should pretty much it should start squeezing, right? This is what they're stating. Again, if this information adds up, this is accurate, and this has correlation with AMC, then yes, AMC could continue because it literally is going up right now as we speak. But again, also double check information to make sure, because if you're just off by one piece of information or just something isn't correct, then it could prolong the info. Because I've seen a lot of DD on Reddit before where people are like 100% sure something's going to happen and it doesn't. So again, double check everything. And then even Trade Trades has this video too explaining it. But basically, this is some quick summary of that regarding AMC and the feds and the paying back with the hedge funds. So technically, if all goes well, AMC could hit the numbers everybody was predicting months and months ago. But until then, we'll have to wait. Definitely want to see us break 60 today. Hopefully, we're almost there. But aside from that, guys, let me know your price predictions in the comments below. Subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.